Good evening and welcome to IndieSec 2009. Security Watch has arranged for an exclusive with Dr. C. Sylendra Babu of the Indian Police Service. He is in fact chief of the Special Task Force of Tamil Nadu. Now, the task force had in fact at one point of time, a few months back, had in fact interdicted Veerappan and eliminated that threat. And given the fact that all our viewers do know what kind of a threat Veerappan was, we'd like to know, sir, first we'd like to welcome you to IndieSec 2009. Sir, we'd like to know what are the learnings that the Tamil Nadu police and the task force in particular has derived from this amazing experience, this very unique experience where you tracked down Veerappan, who had a host of accomplices and sympathizers, and which is why he was able to get away for such a long time, and you still managed to track him down and bring him to justice.
Yeah, I head the Special Task Force. This is this organization that in 2004, October 14, they had an encounter with the most dreaded forest brigand, the man who has killed more than 124 people. That includes more than 25 police officers. The experience of the 11 years in the forest, particularly fighting armed insurgents, supporting brigand, was all documented, and our experience is being now shared through training programs, training to the cops, to the commandos, even to the IPS officers. Now the strategy which we learned through 11 years of experience is that in the forest terrain, we cannot fight a conventional war. In fact, BSF itself was deployed, but with not much success. Therefore, the units which fight him should be very small units. Only small units can move stealthily with silence. It's very important in the forest to move in silence, and even a small movement can be detected by animals, wildlife, pass it on to the brigand Veerappan. Therefore, special warfare tactics which is suitable for the forest were adopted, learned. Survival. You have to survive in the forest without food or water for a few days, if possible up to a week. This learning experience, you can harvest water from plants, you can find out the edible roots in the forest, live through that, and stay there in the forest for 7 days. Now, winning over the hearts of the people who, usually in the forest, they are likely to support the man who has got a gun. And more the threat and more the gun, they will not reveal any information about the person or the group. Police being a government organization, we cannot go on threatening people. So at that point of time, Veerappan being the brigand was able to, get information about the police movement. Meantime, he can see that his movement is not at all conveyed to the police. So information, even if it comes after 10 days or a week later, which is not at all good enough. So winning over the public is the most important task we had. We have arranged, road water supply, schools, colleges in some of the villages, and slowly villages started giving information to the police. Most importantly, this, tactics and strategy that you should penetrate into the gang. Technically, it's called infiltration. Infiltration of the cops into the ranks and cadres of the enemy without being noticed or detected, and ultimately bringing him back to a place where you can easily negotiate him. These are the very valuable experiences which we learned. Now, in our state, there is not much of a Maoist activities. What we are seeing in other part of the country where officers are kidnapped, murdered, and a group of more than 10 officers are ambushed and killed in one go. So, to prevent such events in the state of Tamil Nadu, Special Task Force has a strategy of area domination. Right? We have teams which cover a particular area, keep on moving there, prevent the entry of such elements into the forest.
So how do you do that? How do you prevent the entry of such elements in the forest, given the fact that the forest is an open area?
Forest being open, there are still can be divided into various regions. In these regions, you have special officers over earmarked for this area, and they have informants who can pass on information about the arrival or movement of suspicious characters and what kind of campaigning they do in the place. So, through those information, it's possible for the team to go over and nab him. We have been successful. We had an encounter last year. We have secured 5 armed Maoists. One of the fellow was from Chhattisgarh. So, but then we dominate the area, so that information comes to us. We don't even wait for information, intelligence. We have our own way of getting information, and this has been very successful. Area domination strategy, and we are able to prevent people entering into a forest area, in the tribal villages, getting active support, thinking, planning, a sabotage, kind of an activity we are able to thwart from the beginning.
So we'd like to know, does the Tamil Nadu Police Force, their special task force, do you have sniping capability, and are you using night vision equipment and special technologies to, in fact, achieve area dominance?
Absolutely. We use the best of the equipments in the night vision devices, thermal imaging devices. We have binoculars which can be made use of during the night hours. We have the sniper teams actually. We have a very highly trained and equipped sniper team who are sharpshooters, who are also trained in unarmed combat. All of them are black belts in karate. So these men have the best of the equipments. We have body armor. But then this expo, this IndieSec Expo has been of very great help to us. We are able to know the best, the state of the art equipments, particularly the unmanned aviation vehicles, which we don't have right now. There are robots which can be made use of to detect IED devices, improvised IEDs, or even regular bombs. So, and of course software solutions to information processing. It's very useful. What everybody says, it is amazing. The equipments which are on display, the capabilities of other police forces, special forces of Israel, how they fight the unconventional war. So it's a knowledge. It's a useful knowledge. Perhaps we will be able to buy some of the equipments from here.
Is the Tamil Nadu police force sharing this information and training tactics that you so successfully evolved over the past few years with other state governments?
Absolutely. Now we have been training, apart from our own police officers, fire officers, IPS officers, the commandos from other states do come, like Andaman police, like we get police forces of the CSIF, CRPF, Goan police, Chhattisgarh police, many police forces, they come and take training with us.
Finally, we'd like to know, sir, what is your vision for the task force and the Tamil Nadu police itself in the coming few years? What are your outlooks on policing strategies to ensure that civilians and law and order well protected and well maintained?
Yeah. So STF has been very successful in its main primary target of eliminating Veerappan. But now the present focus is on prevention of any rise of any such man or a group of people who can cause terror in the state. But by and large, it's one of the most peaceful states in our country. And Tamil Nadu Police Force is rumored to be one of the best in the country. Sometimes we say that it is only second to the Scotland Yard. To such extent, very responsive and responsible police force, Tamil Nadu Police. And the crime rate is very less compared to many other states. The crime detection has been very high. And the technology driven. Tamil Nadu Police is more of a technology driven police. Way back in 1970s, we have our own telephone system. Microwave telephone system connecting all police stations. Right back in 1970. Computerization started even by 1975. So now technology-driven policing is the dream of Tamil Nadu Police.